what's happened to something now. This, I think, is original, because I don't think anyone's done this exact thing. But alright, I'm doing Man United's team if Louis van Gaal stays. Alright. Actually, I took basically everyone out that I think wouldn't have been there if he stayed, like who would have never been signed or who would have been sold, like Ashley Young for daily. They were playing and stuff when he was there, but and Valencia, those players, even Rahul, I think even if he still was there, he would have sold them anyway. Pogba, Cavani, a lot of players I think wouldn't be there. They would not have been signed, man. So except from probably Sancho, everyone, this is everyone I think would be there. But I'm gonna do the formation and stuff that I think he'll be playing with these players. I'm gonna explain for most of them why I think they will still be there. Some of them, when you just look at them and if you remember that time of Van Gaal, it'll be pretty obvious. The other ones, players I think he would have signed. Obviously, it would have been probably been some players that went in and went out in that time, because that's like, this is 5 years. But I think it would be 5 years after he left. But alright. So what I think it would be, I would see it being this formation. And firstly, Chris Smalling, I'll put him in, and I think he would be by this time Man United's official captain, because Carrick, Rooney, both tired. They wouldn't be there anyway if that happened. And this guy, at the time, everyone knows he was the third captain, because that's the Max Smalling thing or whatever. And like, he was actually one of the best centre backs at that moment. So I'm unbelievable he was actually at that time. Like the amount, like you say, him and Jones both had a lot of potential, but Smalling was kind of close though. If Van Gaal stayed, I think he would have been a great, because in that short amount of time, the guy was literally one of the best in that position. In goal, obviously, De Gea, Dean Henderson, I think would have left on a permanent deal if Van Gaal stayed. I don't know why, I just think so. So I think, wait, where's Romero? There is. I think he still would have been he would be our second goalkeeper completely right now. And I think, I don't know where, there'll be no league round, but I think Man United would have got Stekelenburg, because he's Dutch, he plays for Ajax now, and I'm pretty sure he was a target at one point. So I think Stekelenburg would be third choice goalkeeper. Alright. Right wing back is fitting, that's his position now. Darmian. This guy, he had a kind of difficult time, but like those glimpses of Rascal, he actually is good. And obviously season before he came, just came off a really good season and stuff. I don't know, most people didn't like him, but I actually think I thought he was a decent player on Darmian. And Van Gaal, definitely, if he stayed, this guy would have been first team. Maybe not now, but for at least about 3 seasons, the guy would have been solid first team. Then yeah, Alaba, Bayern Munich. Obviously, I think his contract's expiring now. He's leaving. I don't know who he's going to. I don't know if it's been decided. It might have been, but I don't really know about what's going on with that. I could see, like, if that was happening, Van Gaal would snap him up. He worked in Bayern Munich and everything. To me, that would just make sense. I think for that to have been a signing this season, I think, yeah, that would have been a this season signing. Him. So Alaba, Smalling. As the other centre back, I think Tyler Blackett would have been a pretty first team player at this point. That's one of the players, like, the fact that I don't know, because I think he was actually good when Van Gaal played him. I didn't really see him play bad or anything. Guy, he was close to breaking his first team as well. Really close, but management changes and everything, it went a bit downhill for him. But I think if he stayed, 27 now as well. At first he was a youngster at that time, so I think he would be first team, 27 as well. If he stayed, that's the main player I think would have had a way different career. And then with some of them, I'm gonna have to, what's it called? Ooh, I don't know, but I have a feeling. No, let me see. Who else did I have? Yeah, this is it. I think he would win the first team one, even though, not sure. Yeah, because he was getting a lot of game time. He, at one point, when Louis was injured with him, he was actually a first team Man United player. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it dropped down so much, because the way he played, I would at least expect it to go to a team that was a bit better. I don't know. That confused me a bit, but I think he would definitely be in the team. Even though I have to swap him up for sure, because if Shaw, probably still would have got over this. I'm sure that everyone knows how good Shaw is. I don't think Wilfred Jackson would ever be better than him. But him, I think Wilfred Jackson would have been switching in and out of the team between that centre back, left back. I don't even know, maybe even the centre of midfield or something. Brandon Williams, I think he would definitely still be there. Because Mourinho, I mean, not that guy. Van Gaal likes young players and stuff. So this is a player he would get minutes. I think last season he would have got a lot more if he was still there, because you could put him right back or left wing back. Because actually, when I think of it, I might even put him right wing back instead of Darmian in this, because it might have been all over for him anyway. But I'll keep him there. But I think it could be with Brandon Williams as well. No. Actually, no. Even though, yes, I still think he would sign Alaba. I'm not gonna put on the first team thing because I think he would just come and stuff. So, actually, yeah, Tuanzebe would definitely be first team if what's his name stayed. This is, I have no doubt about this. I would even say on this, even more, I think the rules would be short would probably be the same. I think smaller would be 86. This guy probably 79. Tuanzebe, I think he'd be at 82 overall, because when he first came through, he was at the big thing. Like when it was Rashford the main player, he had all the other ones. This guy was probably, I remember at that time, he was the second player I would think of, because he is, honestly, he's a really good player. So I think Van Gaal stayed, no doubt he'd be first team, because even with the way it is now, and there's so many centre backs, he still gets quite a lot of minutes. For Randers and on next season, I don't know about that, but I think he would definitely be in it. Alaba would probably be in that to take Blackett's space, mainly. But still, with the way I think this would have been, there would be a lot of rotation. I do think McTominay would have been there. Do I think he'd be level is now? I don't know, but Blind, even though he's a centre back on this, I'm still gonna have to go with him here. Actually, I might have to change formation, but with him, there's not even a lot to explain. It's one of those things, if you watched it at the time, you did, and like, this is a player that definitely would have been first team if what's his name, Van Gaal stayed. Van Gaal loved this guy. This guy, I don't get why we sold him. He was one of our best players at that time. All of the positions, especially centre back. Ooh, this guy centre back in the back five. Him left wing back, he was good. CGM, he was good. Brilliant, highly underrated. Could have been a really good player actually, but it's not exactly awful. Alright, so yeah, Linda and Thiago, I think, would be at Man United. If he was in Bayern Munich, Mourinho, I mean, not him, Van Gaal. Van Gaal was at Man United. I have no doubt he would have been a Man United player, because he was a target for a long time, I think, with him. But then he went off the radar when Van Gaal left, because now the other one's one of them. But if Van Gaal stayed, he definitely would be at Man United, I think. Like, he was at Bayern Munich and stuff as well when he was there. To me, that makes complete sense. Muller. I think we would have signed him because he was another one on the radar for a long time. And I think eventually Van Gaal would have been able to convince him to join. Even though I don't know why. I wouldn't want him at United, but I think we still would have got him. Even though I'm still gonna say Lingard would have been ahead of him. I think if he stayed, Lingard, ooh, he would be at 85 overall, I think, right now. You can see how I played out. No, actually, because of all the stuff that happened to him, it wouldn't be like that. But I think like even before all of that, he would have been playing much more games. And I think this season he would have come back to like actually play for Man United and stuff. I think he would be in the team, especially for this season coming up. If the guy was still there. Oh yeah, Fossey Mensah. Actually no, I'm putting him ahead of Damian because him, yeah, it was him to Zerbi. Fossey Mensah looked really promising. That from when he played his first game at right back or right wing back, he looks good. Now I don't know what's going to happen to him, but if Van Gaal stayed, I think this guy would be considered right now as a top player. I think he probably would even been good enough to get into the England team. I mean, not. I think he would be a Netherlands regular. Even though I'm pretty sure he might even still get called up as it is now, though. He might actually. Ah, wait a minute. Nah. No. This is who I forgot about. I haven't put him in as always. Who was that put in? Even though not all of them were the first team. This guy on the target, Dutch. I think everyone could tell why I put him there. It would have made sense. But yes, Paddy Minton. Now for me, out of all of them, he was the best one. Also, out of all those players that like left, he didn't go on to be, you know what I mean, like not a Premier player or anything. He was the best for me because like this guy playing against teams like Chelsea, Man City and stuff. This guy, good performances. That he actually takes the ball and runs up. It reminds me of like what Maguire does now. Paddy Minton took it, he got the ball off them, ran up, started attacking. Sometimes you even see him have a little shot. For me, this is someone that right now, who I think he'll be looked at as one of the best centre backs in the league. I think these three at centre back, if what's his name, Van Gaal stayed, that would be deadly because this guy had the potential. Actually, be 26 now as well, so he'd be entering the prime stage. Be entering his prime if he was still there. This would have been the first team one. If anything, actually, no. Like it would probably still be gone, but he would be at another Premier team, I think, because I still think if he stayed, he would have got more of a chance. but I don't think he would have made it first team. I think McNair would. That's for McNair. Then this would have been a signing. And then yeah, strike. Not full strike. I have to get Rashford up here as well. Strike. James Wilson. Rashford and Martial. I'm gonna go Rashford's obvious one. I think Greenwood would be in and around there because he's a young player as well. So for me, that is someone that if he stayed, he would still be there now. And I think he would have been playing a lot of games. But yeah, I'm gonna say Martial, Rashford, easy actually. And I think this would have been a good pairing with that what's his name? What Van Gaal was trying to create. I think this would be a known big striker pairing. I think Martial would actually be, I don't know why, I think he would have been better on what's his name, Van Gaal, because I feel like a lot of the time when Martial or Rashford play, they need each other to play good. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that pattern, but more than plays in their own, they usually do not play as good as when they're actually both playing together, especially season before last, before there was Cavani. Without each other, they didn't play that good. But they're both in strike. In the SAP team, I think, wow, that would be another level. Then this guy, I don't know why, I think he would still be there. Do I think he'd be playing? No, definitely not. But I think he would still be there. Matter. For me, he'd still be there, but he'd be the same type of thing now. He's not really playing games. Joe Riley, I think he would be there as well. But do I think he would be first team? No, Alanga, he would be coming through at strike. Definitely, he'd be a striker that's coming through to the scene. Van der Beek, I think good one at this actually. I do think Van der Beek is a Van Gaal sign. I think he would sign him with him, but he actually would be playing games, not on the bench for a time. But alright, I said all that. Obviously the young players would be there, like Hannibal and those don't be there. I think they would have a chance getting him. Galbraith would be really close to the first team, I think. I don't know about him, but I'm gonna do a fan one. A fan one. Actually, a fan. Look for this. Start lining up a bench. It's gonna be the reserves, but start lining up a bench. This how it. I'm gonna say, look at this. Yeah, that's what I think it would look like. That then all these players would just be there. Oh yeah, him as well. Yeah, I think he would still be there. But the exact same thing would be happening. I just realised actually, what is happening? I don't. This guy has been injured for like 3 years or something. He comes back for one game. He's injured again. I don't know. Something sketchy's going on with Jones. I don't think he's injured. No way. And like he's supposed to not even go to training and stuff as well. Something's happening with him. I think in a few years we're gonna see that something's gonna be revealed. I have no idea where it is, but he's doing something weird. Because I don't get how he's managed to pull this off. He's holding the club for ransom. But yeah, this I think it would look like that. So that's sort of originally something that was done. That's what I think it would look like if Louis van Gaal was still there. 2021. So